The moment his lips touched mine, I stopped breathing. Not because I was afraid, but because I'd been waiting for it far too long. The office walls dissolved into nothing. The world outside didn't exist. There was only him, his hand tracing my jaw, his breath against my skin, his voice whispering my name like it was a secret prayer. For 1 second, the universe felt quiet. And then it collapsed. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and let us know where you're listening in the comments. I skipped breakfast, left early, pretending it was work, but really, I just wanted the quiet of the office before everyone arrived. The fluorescent lights flickered to life one by one, humming faintly as I sat at my desk pretending to read emails I couldn't see. My phone buzzed. I can't stop thinking about last night. My pulse raced. My fingers hovered over the screen. I should have deleted it. I should have ignored him. Instead, I typed back, "Neither can I." That was the moment everything tilted. The moment I stopped being the woman I'd promised to be. He came to my office before the others arrived, knocking once before slipping in quietly. The door clicked shut behind him, sealing us off from the world. "Miles," I whispered, standing too quickly. He didn't say anything, just looked at me. The kind of look that undressed every defense I had left. "I shouldn't be here," he said softly. "I know." Neither of us moved. And then he did. He stepped closer, slow, deliberate, his gaze never leaving mine. I felt the heat before his hand even reached me. When his fingers brushed my cheek, every rational thought I had left evaporated. "This is wrong," I whispered. "I know," he said again, "but it doesn't feel wrong." And then, the space between us disappeared. For a second, the world fell away. There was no office, no husband, no noise, just the soft press of lips that tasted like sin and rain, and everything I'd tried to resist. The door handle turned. We froze. A voice outside. "Julia, you in there?" It was Mark from HR. I stumbled back, my pulse in my throat, my breath ragged. Miles turned toward the window, straightening his tie, forcing composure. "1 second," I called out, praying my voice didn't crack. Mark poked his head in, smiling. "Morning meeting got moved. Just making sure you saw the email." I nodded, smiling far too brightly. "Thanks, Mark." He left, oblivious. The door closed again. Miles turned back toward me, a grin pulling at his lips despite the danger. That was close. I couldn't help it, I laughed, breathless, terrified, alive, and for the first time in my life, fear felt addictive. After that morning, everything changed. We didn't need words anymore. Every glance, every passing touch carried its own language, one built from silence, risk, and craving. We met in moments that didn't belong to us. The stairwell when the hallways were empty, the file room where the air smelled like dust and secrecy, the parking lot after dark, when goodbyes lingered too long. Each time, I swore it would be the last. Each time, I broke that promise. At home, I perfected my lies. Late nights, urgent deadlines, forgotten dinners. My husband believed every word because I said them with a voice that didn't shake anymore. That scared me most of all, how easy it had become. One night, I came home late, hair still smelling faintly of Miles's cologne. My husband was on the couch, half asleep, TV humming softly. He smiled when he saw me. "You're working too hard." "Just one of those weeks," I murmured, leaning down to kiss his forehead. His skin felt warm, familiar, safe, but when his hand reached for mine, I flinched just slightly. Enough for him to notice. "You okay?" he asked. "I'm fine," I lied again. He nodded, though his eyes lingered a second too long. When he finally went to bed, I stood in the hallway, staring into the dark. I wanted to cry, but the tears wouldn't come. The part of me that used to feel guilt had gone quiet, drowned under something heavier, hotter, unstoppable. Lisa called that weekend. I almost didn't answer. "Julia," she said, her tone sharp from the first syllable. "What's going on?" "Nothing," I lied. "Don't do that," she snapped. "I saw you." My blood ran cold. "What do you mean?" "Thursday. The parking lot. You weren't careful." The silence on my end said everything she needed to know. "Oh my God," she whispered. "Julia, you crossed the line." I closed my eyes. "I didn't mean to." "Yes, you did," she said quietly. "You've been meaning to for weeks." Her words hit like glass breaking. Lisa's voice softened. "Listen to me. End it now, before you ruin everything." I bit my lip so hard it drew blood. "It's not that simple." "It's exactly that simple," she said. "You walk away, or you destroy your life." My throat tightened. "You don't understand." "No," she said, "I do. I just didn't think you'd actually do it." The line went quiet. "Lisa," I whispered. But she'd already hung up. The day after, a day I will never forget, the door of the old boardroom clicked shut soft, but it sounded like an alarm. My hand stayed on the handle, as if I could turn it backward, undo what had just begun. The fluorescent light above buzzed. Somewhere down the hall, an elevator chimed. Every part of me screamed leave. Every part of me stayed. Miles took one slow step closer. No smile, no joke. Just that look, the one that stripped me of every defense I had left. "Julia," he whispered, "you don't have to pretend anymore." I didn't laugh. I swallowed. My throat felt like paper. "This is insane," I said. "We're insane." "And yet you're here," he replied. He brushed his fingers against my wrist, not hard, not insistent, but enough to set something alight under my skin. My heart was too loud for this kind of silence. Outside, a janitor's cart squeaked by. Keys jingled. We froze. A shadow slid across the crack under the door. I counted the seconds with my breath. 1, 2, 3. The shadow moved on. The elevator chimed again, further away now. "See?" Miles murmured. "No one." "Until someone does," I said. "Until someone always does." My phone vibrated. I jumped. A message from my husband. "Dinner's ready. Where are you?" A picture followed 2 plates, 2 glasses, steam rising from the food, 2 lives, mine only half lived. I typed back. "Just finishing up." I didn't meet Miles's eyes when I lied. "Do you have to go?" he asked. "Yes," I said. Then, "No." The words stumbled into each other. I was a house with 2 front doors and no hallway between. He took my hand. "Then stay for 1 minute," he said. "Just 1. I wanted to tell him 1 minute never stays 1 minute. 1 minute is all it takes to rewrite your life, but I didn't. I let him come closer. The air between us thinned until it didn't exist. His forehead brushed mine, no kiss, not yet, just the promise of one. The handle moved. Click. We sprang apart. My pulse ricocheted against my ribs. The handle dropped again. Silence. Then footsteps fading away. "They checked the doors," he whispered. "Routine. Routine kills people," I said. "And secrets." He laughed softly. "Secrets keep people alive." His fingers grazed the back of my hand. I hated that I trembled. I hated that I wanted to. Outside, something scraped a folder sliding across the floor. A thick cardboard edge peeked through the gap under the door, marked in black ink, 5C, boardroom. "This room." "Miles, don't," I said. "Don't touch it. Don't touch it." "It's probably for tomorrow," he said, but his voice lacked its usual calm. He bent down anyway, knuckles brushing the floor, and dragged the folder toward him. My phone buzzed again. "Lisa, stop. Julia, please." 5C has a hybrid meeting camera. I'm serious. Call me. My eyes darted to the corner of the room above the TV. A small black circle, dust ringed, one dead green light. It's off, I said too fast. Miles followed my gaze. That thing's ancient. No one uses this room. Until someone does, I said. Until we do. He set the folder on the table without opening it. We could just leave, he said quietly. Could we? I asked. My hand was already on the handle, like my body was begging for permission to escape. He stepped behind me, close enough for his breath to find my neck. If you walk out now, he whispered, you're saying yes to a life that isn't yours. The words should have made me angry. They made me honest. The light above the TV flickered once red, then dead. A warning, a wink. Miles, I whispered. Did you see that? What? That light. We stared. Nothing. Just the hum of the bulbs, the distant ding of a floor we weren't on. It's nothing, he said, and his tone was steady enough to make me doubt myself. Come here. Come here. His hand on my jaw was warm. The room shrank. The air thickened. When his lips met mine, it felt like the world outside collapsed. Guilt faded to static. There was only this sound, this heartbeat, this sin that felt like peace. Then laughter echoed down the hall. Too close, too loud. We froze. My phone buzzed again over and over. Pushes stacking, vibrating in my hand. I stepped back, trembling, gasping for air. Lisa, leave. Now. 5. C has sensors. Motion activates the camera. Julia. I mean it. Leave. My vision blurred. I typed back. I'm going. The handle moved again. Faster this time. A shadow blocked the light under the door. I lifted a hand to Miles and pointed beneath the table. We dropped, breath shallow, hearts shaking the wood above us. Anyone in 5C? A man's voice called. Not Mark, not familiar. Miles touched my knee lightly. A stupid, reckless comfort. It made my heart even louder. Guess not, the man muttered. Footsteps faded. We waited. 30 seconds. 60. I counted to 100 just to remember how to breathe again. It's done, Miles whispered. Let's go. I nodded. I wanted to run. I wanted to vanish. I wanted all of it. I stood, straightened my blouse, looked once more at the camera in the corner. The light blinked on. Red, stayed on. Now, I hissed. Go, go, go. We opened the door. The hallway was empty, too empty, the kind of silence you can feel. We walked fast, but not too fast, the pace of people with nothing to hide. My phone buzzed again, sweaty in my hand. Elevator or stairs? The elevator chimed like it already knew. We stepped inside. The doors slid shut. The air felt too thin. Floors ticked downward. 5, 4, 3. My phone vibrated. A new message. Not Lisa, not my husband. Unknown. Look up. I backed against the wall. Miles, I said, something's wrong. He frowned. What? The elevator hummed. 2, 1. Ground floor. The doors opened to a quiet lobby. Polished floors. Soft music. Normal. Too normal. I walked out. Then I looked up. Above the sliding doors, a small monitor cycled through security feeds. 4 boxes. Parking. Entrance. Reception. 5C. Boardroom. I stopped breathing. There, in the 4th feed, the empty room. The table. The corner. The black circle with its tiny red light. Rec. The feed glitched just a few frames. Enough to show movement. Us. My hand on the handle. His on my jaw. A shadow that looked exactly like a confession. Julia. Miles said softly. Keep walking. I couldn't. I wanted to dive into the screen, erase it, destroy it, undo it all. My phone buzzed again. Unknown, airdrop, boardroom, 5C1917. Muvu wants to share a file with you. The world shrank to 2 buttons. Accept or decline. Miles glanced around, scanning exits like a man who already knew the cost. Not here, he whispered. Julia, don't. The doors behind us slid open. A woman entered, heels sharp on the floor, perfume familiar from board meetings. She paused, sensing tension, then walked past. 10, 9, 8. Lisa's name lit my screen. Incoming call. My husband's name appeared right below. 2 lives ringing at once. Go, Miles urged. I'll handle it. I looked at him and hated how much I wanted to believe him. 7, 6, 5. Julia, said a voice behind us. Not Lisa, not my husband. Mark? From HR, holding a folder like the one slid under our door, his eyes uncertain but already past innocent. Everything all right? He asked. My thumb hovered. 4, 3. I looked up and saw my reflection in the glass wall. A woman I wouldn't forgive if I were someone else. A woman stepping into a life smaller than her desire and bigger than her lie. 2. Mark took 1 step closer. The red dot on the monitor blinked once, like a wink. 1. I pressed. The doors to the street began to close. Behind me, someone turned the handle of 5C. In front of me, my phone pinged. File received. Boardroom 5C1917. Mauve.